Alright. I'm just going to be getting up the stream. I'm just going to be getting up the stream. Okay, hello everybody. Sorry, I'm just setting up the stream here. Hey, it's nice to see a couple people already joining. We're going to be porting over our mod to 1.4 today, and I just thought it'd be fun just to do it live. So that way, when the live stream is over, I can just upload this whole video and just have it be the tutorial. And I just thought that'd be kind of cool. So, we're going to go ahead and we're just going to go straight away and just get started. Okay, hello everybody. Sorry, I'm just setting up the stream. Oh, got some echo there. So I don't know if you saw, but if you're in the Discord, I had just started porting Archery Overhaul to 1.4, and I successfully got it working. So if I head into here, you can actually see that, which is so cool. There's obviously some problems with it, but if we check out the Develop Mods section over here, I build and reload Archery Overhaul, and well, it works, which is awesome. It took me so long. There were thousands of errors, but last night I finally managed to get it to work. So let's go ahead and get started. We're going to be porting over the tutorial mod, Riptide mod, over to 1.4. So here's what we're going to have to do first. Now, when you code in 1.4, you have to actually access a different folder. So you can do that by going over into your Steam, into your properties, and then going into your local files, and then you can go and check out all your local files there. And then you can browse your Tmodloader and find all the files there. Or the easier way of doing it is just going in here into your workshop hub, develop mods, and then opening your mod sources. Oh, you can't see the screen. Hold on just a second. That should fix it. There we go. Okay, that would have been awful if you could not see the screen. Okay. So yeah, it's awesome. We got the bow mod building and everything. We have all the other mods here, which I still haven't upgraded quite yet. But yeah, there we go. So we're gonna have a Riptide mod right here. Now I've just put all the code files from 1.3 into 1.4, and this is what happens when we build our mod. We get 26 errors and 3 warnings. So we're gonna be going over and porting all that over and fixing all that code so that it works 1.4. Okay. So it's actually fairly simple to access your mod sources here. You can just press open sources, and then you have all of your new mod sources because it's separate from 1.3 and 1.4. And actually, if you don't mind real quick, I'm going to actually ping my Discord, make sure everyone knows that I'm going live here. How's everyone's day been so far? Just curious. Currently streaming 1.4 porting tutorial. Okay, awesome. So let's go ahead and open our .cs proj file. You guys can also do this alongside with me if you have a mod that you want to port. And we don't want to use the 2019 version. I still have that set as my default. You want to use the 2022 version of this. So I can just open with the 2022 version. And let's see where it tells us we have an error. That is speeder overhaul, not my actual mod. So it says the name SpeedX does not exist. So that was another big thing that they changed was instead of having, when you override the shoot method, you no longer need to say things like speedx or speedy. You just have velocity.x and velocity.y. So where we have those underscore squiggly lines where it says speedx, we can just say velocity.x and y. And the same for this right here. And the same for our knockback, because knockback is also different. And now whenever you decide to create a new projectile, hi, welcome all to the stream, everybody. And whenever you decide to make a new projectile, you have to do something called add a source. So this is still kind of weird to me, but from what I've learned from converting archery overhaul, which there are a lot of projectiles, you can say projectile.source natural spawn. So I think this just what this is doing is it's just letting you it makes it a bit easier when you're dealing with multiplayer and projectile IDs and things like that, depending on how you're spawning the projectile, whether or not it's from a death or from, I don't know, just a random spawn like this natural spawn. You have to give it a certain source, which I think determines some of its behavior. But I don't know the details of it quite yet. And we also no longer need to have .x and .y. We can just say stuff like position and then velocity. So that's kind of nice. And then make sure we have that comma there and Command S. So if we try and retry our mod now, you can see we now have 21 errors. So we just got rid of 5 errors there. Love your vids, really innocent. Thank you so much. I'm honestly surprised that there was such a large audience for this kind of stuff. I was not expecting that when I started making these videos. So it's really great to see people do this stuff. Okay. So 5 errors down, 21 to go. And you should have seen how many I had before. When I was doing archery, there were like, I think it was ridiculous. But before I used Tmodloader, which is the thing that will go through your code files and fix a few things for you automatically, there were over 4,000 errors, which was ridiculous. That's too much. That's too much for any one person to handle. Hello to everybody. Okay, so it looks like our other error is in our gel pistol. Let's go check that out. Probably a similar thing with the shooting. Do our tutorials still work on 1.4? Well, they do, but you might have to change a few things. Like, for example, in this shoot method right here, where I'm saying like vector2 offset equals new speed x speed y, you can't do that anymore because they've changed the names of some things, which is why you're seeing me change this to velocity.x and velocity.y, because you can see when we override the shoot method, it's been changed from speed to velocity. So that's one difference. But it looks like that's it for the gel pistol. Yeah, 19 errors now. Okay, gel staff. Looks like there's another error there. Same thing again. Alright, let's hope that all of these are fairly easy. And we'll be done with this in like probably 10 minutes. This is going to be a super easy fix. How much C should you know for this? C sharp. You don't really need to know a lot of C sharp. As long as you kind of just have the autocomplete on, you should be okay. I mean, it is good to know a bit of C sharp, because then you can do some more cool stuff, like have some unique AI styles, or maybe custom structures and stuff like that. But definitely, I would learn a little bit about for loops maybe and arrays, because you'll be using that a lot if you want to make an NPC or an enemy or something like that. So speed, yeah, speed is changed to velocity. You know, now that I think about it, if you want to change everything, like take one bit of code and change it completely in every single file, you can actually press Control-Shift-F, and you can say, oh, let's say instead of speed x, we'll just replace that with velocity.x, and then you can just replace all. It's a pretty handy tool. How do you turn autocomplete on? Yeah, so in IntelliSense, oh my god, it's been such a long time since I had to deal with that. This was 4 years ago, I think. I turned it on, so I don't know if I remember how to turn it on or get it to work. There are some tutorials on that, I think. Okay, let's see, what else do we have? Gel build a projectile. Okay, gel build projectile. Looks like the error is in the 54th line. So the play sound you can no longer play a custom sound like this, and you can also, I think it automatically uses pitch variance as well, so you don't need this. And I've actually never, I don't think I've actually tried coding a custom sound before, so this should be interesting. Not 1.4 at least. Dot sound. Is there a sound type, perhaps? No. Sound type dot sound. Is there a mod content dot sound? No, there isn't. And with volume is also now changed to with volume scale. That's another interesting difference. I might need to add some more. Oh, okay. I don't think I can have this at the end either. Or is it even with volume scale anymore? I'm not so sure about the whole playing a custom sound thing. Let's just say sound engine dot play sound. Sound ID dot what's like a bullet? What's like the bullet? Impact. You know what? For times like these, there's actually a really handy resource that is called the Sound and Dust Catalog, which is a catalog of all of the dust and sound IDs. Let me pull that up right there. I use this a lot when I can't find something in the code. You can just look at all the lists of dust and sound effects, which is just great. So there's the bullet impact right there. It's 10. At least I think it is 10. We'll see if that works. And what are the things? The style and then the position. So it takes a vector in as well. So we can say new vector 2 projectile dot position dot x projectile position dot y. Okay. I'll say sound ID to item 10, and that should hopefully fix that. Okay, 15 errors. We're getting there. Let me pull up the, I want to be able to see the comments. How do I open 1.4 with 2022 for me? Because it automatically goes, oh yeah, so if you just head over to your code files, right click, press open with, and then you should be able to see your different options here. Okay, so in our wooden slime it says there's an error. Let's fix that. In what line? Line 48. Okay, well, lets me see that there. So you can actually say npc.source death. So this is what I meant by changing the source of some of your methods. Like I said, I'm not 100% sure why you might have to do this, but I think it just helps it to sync stuff up with other clients. Okay, so Command S. And 11 errors. Okay, we're pretty close now. So the gel shotgun, let's head over to that item. Where are you? Gel shotgun. Okay, there's quite a bit of shoot code in here we're gonna have to repurpose. This is a bit redundant. I don't know if you guys see this, but there's never ever a time where you need to multiply something by 1. Because that's just the same thing. So there's really no reason to do that. We can just say this and cut down on all that code. Okay. Equals velocity that rotate by random. And then knockback is also now lowercase. And we also have to make sure we say the projectile.source natural spawn whenever we create a new projectile, and then perturb speed, just like that. We no longer have to specify the x and the y positions anymore. We can just have it as a vector, which saves a lot of time. So if we command S, down to 6 errors. Okay, so we only have a few more. I'm actually not. This item should not exist. This is test code. Let me just get rid of that. That might actually fix all the errors. Okay, no, we still have 5 more. Slime's Bane. That should be down here. Let's check this out. Ah, yes, okay. We can also just say now velocity times 3. That's the same thing as what I said before. Okay. Change the knockback. And once again, add the source. The natural spawn source. And then position. And then perturbed speed. And just like that, there we go. Okay, it just built. So if we build and reload. Okay, so we've successfully ported over our mod to 1.4. So let's give this a shot. So there's a few problems, by the way, when you're porting over 1.3 mod to 1.4. You'll notice the second I put on a chest plate, the way that armor is animated is a little bit different. At least from what I can tell, only the chest plate is different. Everything else stays the same. So you can see like the arms and the chest and stuff look a little bit funky. It looks normal when I'm standing still, sure. Except for there's actually a pixel in my hood that's now messed up. But you can see your shirt just kind of disappears. So you have to go back and fix some of the armor sprite sheets for that. But only for the chest plate, it looks like. So that's and only a few frames. So hopefully it's not going to be too bad. Okay, let's go see if any of our items work now. Gel, slimy, that's it. Slime's Bane. There we go. Looks like it still works. We have our dual shot bow. Let's grab our. Can I just filter the mod items? I'm too lazy to look it up. There we go. Let's grab our shotgun, our chain gun, also our armor. I want to see how messed up this armor looks. Oh, it looks like our helmet. I might have accidentally got rid of the helmet file. I'll just add that in later. Yeah, so you can see that the frame for using an item is now looks like the permanent frame for when you're standing still. So I'm like eternally swinging my item right now, which is kind of funny, but let's grab some bullets as well. Like, how do I know speed change velocity? Oh, yeah, so when you're overriding a method here, right? Let's take a look at this method real quick. Player, entity source, the item used with the ammo source. Okay, vector to position, vector to velocity. So when you override a method, these are the arguments that you can use. So before, this wasn't speed, this wasn't velocity, this was like speed. And so which is why I was able to say something like speed x or something like that, or speed.x. But now it's velocity. And the reason why I'm able to say stuff like velocity.x is because velocity is a vector 2. And when you create a vector 2, if I say new vector 2, let's say just call it new vector for whatever reason. Or sorry, let's just say this is how you would actually do it. New vector 2 equals new vector 2. Or something like that. When you create a new vector 2, it takes an x and a y coordinate, right? So if I had this vector 2 here, and we had said it was vector 2, 5 and 12. Well, when we access that vector 2, we would say something like new vector dot x, and that would be referring to the first number in that vector. And if we said new vector dot y, that'd be referring to the second number in the vector, which would be 12. So you can kind of see how that works. And the reason why vectors are so important is because they contain things like an x velocity and a y velocity at the same time, which is pretty helpful to have that. And the same goes for position. You have your x and y position in one variable as a vector. I'm gonna grab some bullets real quick. Sticky bullets. See if those actually still work. All right, it still works. Shotgun is still working fine, and our wooden slime. Oh, looks like they changed the way that health works. Hold on a second. Let's go to our enemies real quick. What's our health? 22. That needs to be 30 or 40. No, 30. It looks like in expert mode it's 22, but in normal mode, or no, because I'm in journey mode, so it's halved. Okay, so I don't actually need to change this. So 22 is what it would be in normal mode. 11 is what it would be in journey mode, because journey mode is the baby easy mode. But in expert it would be 44. Okay. All right, there we go. That was pretty smooth, I would say. Didn't really encounter any huge obstacles converting this mod over. I mean, to be fair, there wasn't a lot to really do, but still, it's always nice to successfully convert something over. I use 1.4 Tmodloader version for hours. Yeah, it does take a little while. I was up pretty late last night because I was so close to getting archery to compile, and I just wanted to finish it. It was worth it. It felt really good to get it done. All right, well, if anyone has any questions, you can feel free to ask now before the stream is over. I'll probably upload this this VOD a little bit later today. Can I put the ported mod on GitHub? Yes, I can definitely put the ported mod on GitHub. I will actually do that now before I forget. Okay. I think I might just replace the 1.3 GitHub with the 1.4 version. Oh, does my spear work? Okay, the spear still works as well. Looks like that hasn't changed. Good, that's good news for me when I'm going to port over my spear overhaul. I won't have to change too much. How many tutorials will we get? I don't really know. It's hard to say for sure. Starting in August, I'm gonna be heading off to university, so I won't have as much time to upload videos. But I think definitely when I feel like maybe I have something that I know well, and that I should probably share, then I'll try to make a video on it when I can. But yeah, that's probably the most for now I'll be able to do for now. All right, well, I think that was a pretty good stream. We did exactly what we set out to do. Answer some questions along the way. I'll make sure to put the new mod over on GitHub. So, and if you guys want to join the Discord, let me quickly grab a link for that. Our Discord has a bunch of awesome people who would love to help you guys out. I'll just throw that in the chat real quick. I am studying game design and computer science. I'm going for a computer science major, but it's with a focus in game design. Because I'm not sure if you guys know, but Terraria modding is a hobby for me. I just do it kind of on the side for some fun. I primarily do game development. And if you actually want to see some of that, I should be posting another video on the main channel. Let me grab my main channel as well. On this one project that I'm doing called Earthward. Might be fascinating for some of you guys. There's that there, if you want to check that out. Okay. This is the game right here. In case you were wondering. This is what it looks like so far. I think it's cool. I think it's cool. Although I just realized I had taken the music out because I was recording and I wanted only the sound effects. Let me add that back. I don't need to do that anymore. I'm gonna go study mech engineering next year. That's awesome. That is really cool. Okay. There we go. Thanks so much, everybody. Finish all the advice good. Yeah, absolutely. I have a lot of fun doing it, and believe it or not, you learn a lot from talking about stuff. This looks very stylistic. Yeah, I think it's nice. I've added a little reference to the enchanted sword from Terraria, just cause you know there's no reason why not to. But yeah, this is gonna be a cool game. It's gonna be a roguelike. Let me actually pull out the better axe. This axe is much better. I can take this off. But yeah, you can like, I can eat some stuff if I want. Some things are edible, some things aren't. So I can like eat that, get some buffs. You know, you can combine things in your inventory. Like, let me give myself. There's so much stuff that you can get. Let's give myself some tiki armor. I have some. That's like the only armor set I've added in so far. Is this tiki armor? But yeah, you get some stats. You can destroy some stuff. And I have my cheat. Since I'm a developer, I can do this. I can just grab my player and zoom him around. This is the benefits of being a coder. But I started working on some combat as of the last couple days, trying to get it to feel smooth. But yeah, I think it looks cool so far. You can also, when you level up, get stat points to use on these little stat trees. It's pretty nice. And you can combine so many things. There's so many recipes in this already, even though it's only been a short amount of time of development. I can craft a furnace as well and place that down. I can cook some like fish and maybe some mushrooms. Get some braised red mushrooms, some grilled fish, and then eat that for some life regeneration stats. I'm gonna put this on Steam. Yeah, this is gonna be a proper project. Okay, that wasn't the best chest. Only got a pickaxe out of it, but oh well. And yes, you can fish. Every game that has water, you should be able to fish. That is the philosophy of game design. Could got a moss fish that time. Let me just chuck some things out of my inventory. I don't want all this stuff. Mossy sword, eh. I really only need this stuff. Do I have any other social medias? I have a main channel, but that's about it. I always do. I'm so bad at my own game sometimes. I just forget to pick up like my furnace. Make some copper bars. I actually really like the furnace. I think is really cool because it has 3 uses, but you don't know what you're actually able to smelt. So like if I try and smelt the stone, like nothing's gonna happen obviously, but you never know what you might be able to cook. Like I could get a braised blue mushroom from cooking that stuff. Like you never know. If I destroy it, you just get ash, just to be annoying. And at the end of each level, you go to this little limbo area and you can interact with some altars. There we go. Kronos blessed me. Didn't curse me that time, thank God. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I got like the whole lighting system and stuff down. Like, I can place the torches. They don't do anything yet, but they do kind of look a bit nice, I guess. And the enchanted beam just shreds everything. It's fun. I think it's really cool. And I can restart. So yeah, it's what I got so far. I think it's cool. But anyways, I'm getting so sidetracked. This was supposed to be a Terraria 1.4 tutorial. What's my main? Oh, let me grab my main channel real quick. I might just put this in the description. That's the main channel. How do I edit this? It's been such a long time since I've done this. Okay, GitHub link and then the Discord link. Right, those are it's the holy grail of links in the description. Okay, there we go. There's the Discord. Or actually, wait, I need to make sure that link doesn't expire, don't I? I wish that was just the default. I always have to go and make sure it never expires. Okay, Discord link. There's that. There's the main channel link. But yeah, I mean, you can follow the development on my Discord if it's something that you're interested in. I do post clips every now and then. And especially in the next few weeks, I'm going to be doing a lot of work on this game. So you can definitely stay tuned for that. All right, well, I think that's going to be that'll be it for this stream. Thank you all so much for tuning in. If you want to go and find the new 1.4 mod that we just ported, then you can go and check out the GitHub and get that source code for that if you want to compare it to maybe the 1.3 and learn a little bit more. So thank you all so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next